we live? All right, let's roll. What's good? What's good? Back like I never left. Unbiased sports fan, just kicking it, talking about sports right now. Ooh, we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. There really is. Guess we're gonna cover the NFL draft, top 10 picks, some stuff in the NBA, as well as the UFC. You know, check out what sports got to be talking about. What's the deal going on with the top 10 draft picks? What's the deal going on in the NBA? Maybe we'll sprinkle in a little UFC. They're just sprinkle it in there. Sprinkle it in a little bit. But we're currently in London right now, so chilling in London, doing some school. But we can still talk about sports. That's no problem. That's no issue. So let's get right into it. So the NFL draft was a few weeks back, and I don't know about you, but I'm gonna keep it real. That was I was waiting on this draft. I was waiting on this one. Like I was all like, so in the UK, it's 5 hours back from the US, so I had to stay up. Yeah, so the draft was at 8 Eastern, so I had to stay up till about 1 o'clock over here, and let me tell you, I was sitting there like a little kid in the candy shop, or like waiting for Christmas. You know how that Christmas comes down. When Christmas is around, and it's like you can't even sleep. Like you're up till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I mean, you can just smell the food. You can just smell the cookies. It's like, oh, what did I get this year? It's like that's the kind of feeling I had chilling, in my bed in my dorm. I was like, oh, we gonna watch this draft, and it's gonna be magnificent. I don't remember. I think in the past maybe about 5 years, if I watched the draft, I don't think in about 5 years I've been this excited for a draft since 2018. And in 2018, it was similar in terms of hypes and prospects. The only thing that was different about 2018 and 2021 were there were still 5 highly touted quarterbacks. However, it was a lot closer. The distribution was a lot closer with 2018. It was the top end and the bottom end were the best of the best wasn't separating themselves, and the worst of the worst wasn't necessarily separating themselves. Because in 2018, it was a question who would go number one overall, which is usually not how drafts work. Usually, it's pretty consensus that this is the fucking guy right here. This is the guy right here that we need to see. This is the guy. So we got in 18 we got Baker ran off the board at first overall, and it was slightly a shock. It was slightly like, oh wow, Baker Mayfield. It was shocking. I remember sitting watching the draft, and it was just like, whoa, like I just seeing Baker Mayfield fly off the board. And then Saquon goes, and then Sam Darnold goes, which was, it was kind of the reverse. Everybody thought that Sam Darnold was going to go first overall. So it was a lot of stuff leading up to the draft that made it interesting. And 2021 had a clear number one that was written in stone since, Trevor Lawrence decided to grow his hair out in like the, 6th grade or whenever he did. I mean, it was locked in stone for years, basically. I mean, there were so many mock drafts, 2 early mock drafts from just years back with Trevor Lawrence going number one overall. So, I mean, it wasn't too big of a surprise. And the draft came, and I guess the Jacksonville Jaguars had to take all 10 minutes to think about who they were going to pick, even though the pick was locked in stone for about 5 to 10 years. I mean, I don't know. I guess they had to milk it. I don't really know. I guess they guess the NFL was like, you gotta milk it, whatever. But it doesn't matter. The pick was in. Jacksonville Jaguars did not forget how to draft players. No, that's not what happened. Pick was in time. Number one overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. Now, surprisingly, Trevor Lawrence, he's got a few haters. I'm not gonna lie. He's got a few haters out there. Trevor Lawrence does, because Trevor Lawrence is one of those prospects that it's like you either really really love. Maybe, well, I don't want to say it's that polarizing, but there's just a lot of people that I guess maybe want to see him fail or just predict that he will fail just to be kind of ahead of the curve, because there's so many people that saying that he's just a sure thing, and so much film to like, watch and say, oh, this guy's really good. But then there's like some bad on there, so people try to, oh well, he can't make an NFL, whatever. No, I mean, this guy, I personally think this guy's good at football. I mean, let's be honest. He's the number one overall pick for a reason in a draft with 5 QBs that went in the first round. So, let's kick him ball. This kid's got it. Trevor Lawrence got the hair, 6'6". Like, what else? What else do you need? I mean, come on. We're really scouting talent out here. We're not like, man's got good hair, Man's is tall, just like a surfer guy, Who wouldn't want a surfer guy? It's the number one overall pick. I mean, come on, this is just magazines just eating that up. People just eating that up. So nothing to it. Just take Trevor Lawrence. Film shows he's good. The resume shows he's good. What was he, like 34-2 in college? Like, hasn't lost like 34-2 as a career starter. I mean, just pencil it in, lock it in. He sucks, whatever. We just move on. Nothing to it. There's nothing to it. Trevor Lawrence, number one overall. Simple as that. I think he's gonna need a lot of help early in his career to see major success. I think him alone will, raise the floor for the Jags, but the ceiling is still, the ceiling is for sure there, but they need more pieces, That defense got absolutely wrecked from 2017. It just got wrecked. Shit just got wrecked, It was Calais, Miles Jack, Jalen Ramsey, AJ Bouye. I mean, it was Saxonville, whatever the fuck their name was, Saxonville. Shit was insane. So, Trevor Lawrence, I think he raises the floor, but I think he still needs pieces to, see major success. I'm rooting for the guy though. I'm still a Colts fan, but I'm rooting for this. I'm rooting for this Trevor guy. He seems like a cool dude. Seems like a humble guy. And I know people had the issues with the comments he made. I know that people had issues with the comments he made about him not, wanting to, or doesn't care about Super Bowls exactly. He doesn't really care about Super Bowls, or he's just, the guy, he doesn't need the recognition, I'm not gonna lie, I had a problem with it the first few days. I was like, I can't have my number one overall pick saying he doesn't care about Super Bowls. But I don't think that's exactly what he was saying. I think he was more saying, I don't need the validation, and that's a really, philosophical thing about you not needing validation from other people and being comfortable enough to say that, even as a high prospect as he is, because he could have lied. He could have, fronted. He could have just said like, I want Super Bowls. I'm hungry. I'm there to win. Shit, I'm glad he said something real, I'm glad. Am I, super happy that's not obsessed with winning? I mean, he's not my quarterback, so I could give a shit. I could care less, You know what I'm saying? I could care less, but nah, I mean, he was a little real, He was a little real with everybody, saying like, hey, man, like, I don't really need all these Super Bowls to know that I'm still Trevor Lawrence, the guy Trevor Lawrence. So, outside of football, I respect it, I respect it. Too many cookie cutter answers. Too much too many people saying what everybody wants to hear. The prototypical, oh, I will die for the game. I'll break my back for the game. I'll drown for the game. Like, there's all this, nonsense that I know half these kids. No, so many people are for real. Football's a crazy sport. But if you're that good, who's gonna tell you otherwise? I mean, he could literally say, I want to, I don't know, join the circus after my third year in the NFL. I'm gonna drop out and join the circus. Jacksonville Jaguars, maybe like, well, we can keep Trevor Lawrence for 3 years. So let's take him. Let's take him. It was a no-brainer pick, in my opinion. It was a no-brainer pick. Jacksonville Jaguars, good job getting your franchise quarterback. We'll see how it goes. But let's move on. Talked about Trevor enough. Zach Wilson to the New York Jets. Zach Wilson. This is interesting. Because for a while, it was Justin Fields that's number 2 overall pick. Consensus number 2 overall pick. And it's similar to how Trevor was number 1 overall for a minute. He's number 1 overall for a little while. Justin Fields was as well. A lot of those early mocks had Justin Fields going number 2 overall. And I remember, I think it was about maybe January-ish, February-ish, kind of when the season ended and the draft process started kicking in. I remember when it was Zach Wilson that had that changing of the guard. He was getting a lot of steam. This kid out of BYU, he's the next Patrick Mahomes. He's the next, Aaron Rodgers. He throws the ball. I mean, I remember all the shit. I remember all of it. And I was like, okay, let me watch the guy, see if he can play. And he made some throws. I was pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, this guy's got some arm talent. Couple of throws here and there, and I was like, what are you doing, Zach? He's a little bit of I guess the daredevil, as they say, a little bit of a daredevil, I guess. But no, I mean Zach Wilson. I think he's solid. He's got arm talent for sure. He's got arm talent for sure. The only thing I'm worried about is there's a lot of guys in the league that have arm talent. It's the little things, It's the little things. It's the consistency. It's the film study. It's showing up on time. It's showing up every game. Like, those are the little things that take you further. Everybody. I don't want to say everybody, but it's the NFL. These guys are, world-class athletes, world-class. I mean, all these quarterbacks have arms, And I'm not saying Wilson's arm isn't giving him, an advantage, because it does. I'm just saying it's got to be the little things. It's got to be the consistency, because he's going to the Jets. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's call a spade a spade. It's the Jets we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Jets. So he's really got to bring it, He's really got to bring it and return his franchise around. Can he do it? Sure, I think he's got a shot, but it's gonna be tough. New York Jets it's just not an easy football place to play. It's just not an easy place. I seen players get turned up and churned out of New York, especially the Jets. I remember Sam Darnold was, the talk of the town, savior of the franchise. Remember, early on in training camp, Sam Darnold, he's number 1. He's a starter. He's now he's in Carolina. So I'm just saying, nothing to Sam Darnold, but I'm just saying, it's not an easy place to play. It is not an easy place to play. So Zach Wilson, straight up, he's got to bring it. He's got to bring it. I hope he does. Kid. I mean, BYU, he really improved on year 3 in his third year at BYU. Really showed up and showed out. I really like that. When, guys are, not where they want to be for the first year, 2 years, they play, and they just drop shit. They just go all out in the third year. I fucking love that shit. Because it's like, you're not a blue chip number 1, talk of the town, but you work yourself to be that. And that right there shows you have some type of, work ethic or he has some type of drive to be better. So I like Zach Wilson. I hope good things happen for him, man. I hope good things happen for him. To the Jets, not an easy place to play, but we'll see how it goes. Now, we're getting to that third pick. And this was the pick right here. This was the pick that I stayed up all night for. This is the pick that I had a scratch in my head. Oh, they taking Mac Jones. Oh, the quarterback from Alabama. Or are they taking Justin Fields, quarterback from Ohio State? Or are they taking Trey Lance, quarterback from North Dakota State? I'm not going to lie. Leading up to this draft, I was all over the place. I didn't really know who they were going to take. I didn't really know who was the correct pick. Because at first, I heard Mac Jones. And I was like, Mac Jones? He's okay. But I don't know if he's the third overall pick material. And then weeks went on where it was just report after report, beat drop after beat drop about, it's going to be Mac Jones. I'm 100% sure. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. I'm 95, 99, I'm 100% sure. Okay, well, it wasn't Mac Jones. Now, they're saying that they changed their mind. The 49ers did. They're saying that they changed their mind leading up to the draft. At least that's the reports say. So, I don't know. Maybe they did. Honestly, I never even thought it was a reality, but I'm sure it was. I'm sure if the draft was about a month ago, it could have been Mac Jones. Easily could have been Mac Jones. But hey, Trey Lance was the pick here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I love Trey Lance. I love him. He's got most of the stuff I love. When just looking for not even just a quarterback, but just a prospect in general. Dude's fucking brilliant. First of all, dude is fucking brilliant from what I've heard. He apparently wasn't recruited to play quarterback early on in his career. I think he was recruited to play some other position, and he got out the mud. He was like, fuck that. I'm going to North Dakota State and I'm going to ball out. I'm going to do great things. And he did it. He did it in his first year starting in 2019. It was like 33 touchdowns, no picks, some crazy. I don't know. But he's fucking brilliant. He seems like a good kid, works hard. And he's got those, traits that you look for. Those little traits that you look for in a QB that you're drafting that high. It's like, well, can you create on your own? Can you carry a franchise? Can you be the face of a franchise? Straight up Trey Lance. This is my maybe second or third favorite pick of the draft. He's, I really thought the 49ers, I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a good job because, I'm sure there would have been fallout if they drafted Mac Jones. No disrespect to the Mac attack. No disrespect to Mr. Mac. You know what I'm saying? He's a fine player. It's just I knew 49ers fans were just going to be livid. I knew they were going to be livid. Because it's like, they have Jimmy G, and Mac is kind of that Jimmy G mold a little bit, like pure pocket passer. And they're done with that, man. They're like, this is not the NFL anymore where pocket passers thrive unless, you're Tom Brady. But it's like, I don't know. They wanted to move on. I think they got the pick. Trey Lance has, like I said, all the things I look for. He's fucking brilliant. The dude's like, 6'4", runs the ball extremely well. Will that translate over to the NFL? Maybe not to the same degree, but I'm sure he will have that, that back pocket of like, if shit just breaks down, pocket just breaks down, roll out here, roll out there, truck some dudes on the way, stiff arm a couple cornerbacks for the Sports Center top 10 highlights. He's got that little thing, and he can also, it seems like he's improved as a passer as the years went on, in North Dakota State. He just seems like a perfect raw prospect, in my opinion. Or at least a very good raw prospect. He just seems like a very good one that you take a shot on. It's one of those. This is one of those picks where it's like, well, he may not be able to contribute day one, but we'll just take a shot on him. If we're wrong, fuck it, we're wrong. We'll just go back to the well. But I feel like he is, worth the shot. He could be a franchise altering guy. You know what I'm saying? So, not gonna lie, I love the Trey Lance pick. I'm wishing for great things in San Fran. San Fran's been fucking dog shit ever since I've been, growing up. They've been straight doggo, unless they, their Super Bowl year or the year they went to the Super Bowl. But after that, man, they fell off a cliff hard. It was just a bunch of 7-9 years, a bunch of 6-10 years, a bunch of 5-11 years. Just some teams you just want to root for because you just seen them suck for so long. You just seen them suck for so long. So, Trey Lance, baby, I'm with it. I'm with it. Kyle Pitts, pick 4 overall. Kyle Pitts to the Atlanta Falcons. Kyle Pitts, man. I'm laughing because there's a lot of people that think that was an absolutely fucking awful pick. An absolutely awful pick. And now I will say, if Atlanta, if they figured they wanted to, make a run and win football games, or go make a playoff run, I don't think Kyle Pitts was the pick straight up. I really don't. I mean, there's just so many holes on the defense where it's like I can't really say that Kyle Pitts, even though he's probably the best player overall, I can't really say that. I can't really say that was the correct pick or the best pick for the team, for the team. Many people say they should have gone with Justin Fields, and it's like, well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Did they believe in Justin Fields? Did they not believe it? I mean, I don't know. So, I guess they got their tight end of the generation. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like saying it was a good or bad pick or nothing. I just don't think it was the best fits. What your offense is fucking loaded. I mean, not loaded. Julio's getting older, but your offense is always gonna be upper echelon. It's always gonna be top fucking 10. I don't know why you invest more in the offense. I mean, maybe you just want to outscore the fuck out of everybody. You want to just do the Kansas City route and just be like, we're just gonna outscore everybody. Fuck the defense until they got a defense. Then they really start making playoff runs. But nah, I mean, thing is, I like Pitts. I didn't really see a lot at first. I had to be convinced. I'm not gonna lie. The media kind of bought me into this guy. They're like, oh, he's 6'6", runs a 4.4, and I saw him on film. I saw a couple Florida games. And I was like, at first I was like, I mean, yeah, he looks like a decent tight end or whatever, nothing crazy. But I didn't know he was 6'6" and fucking 230, some crazy shit. Like I didn't know. He's up there. I didn't know. I mean, when they were like he's comped to Megatron, I was like, I was sitting back like, oh, here we fucking go again. Here we go again with this shit. Oh, he's the next Megatron. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, don't give me that shit. But I had to be sold on him a little bit. I had to be fucking sold. I was like, oh, okay. Kyle Pitts, comp simply to Megatron. Okay, well, what about him? Well, he's really, really tall, really, really big. Catch radius is up there, and he's really fast. I didn't know he was like 4'4". I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, ran a 4'4" his pro day. I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking animal, man. Jesus. I mean, I can see why the people are calling him the best prospect or best non-QB prospect. They want to be safe. But, some people want to call him the best prospect in the draft. I can understand why. I understand why Atlanta took that pick and maybe didn't want to trade out because it's like, who are you going to get that's equally valuable as Kyle Pitts? Maybe you can, pick up a couple of defenders. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the team. Maybe if it were me, maybe I would have, reached on one of these corners, just said, fuck it. I don't really give a shit. They're not that high. Fuck the value. We need a fucking corner. I don't know. I don't really know. But Kyle Pitts, I like the guy. He looks fucking good. Let's keep it moving. Jamar fucking Chase, man. Jamar Chase to the Bengals. Oh, man. I don't know if I've seen a number 5 pick in recent years. scrutinized this much. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen him. But, everybody's saying they should have went with the lineman, Penei Sewell, the generational tackle. Should have went with him. Maybe went with Rashawn Slater. You need to protect Joe Burrow. I mean, we hear it all. Oh, we need to protect Joe Burrow. Protect Joe Burrow. He got hurt last year. You need to protect him. Don't let him be like Andrew Luck. I get it. I get it. I mean, the dude really fucking blew his knee out last year. What was it? Like his ACL and his MCL or some shit. Like, no, I get it. I straight up get it. So, I get why people are upset that they didn't take Penei, or they didn't take Rashawn Slater, tackle out of Northwestern. But I'm gonna keep it real, man. I actually like this pick. Not love it. I don't love the pick because it's still the Bengals. They still got a few holes here and there. But Jamar Chase is he's a fucking beast, dude. Like this dude's a fucking beast. Like, I remember watching him. I think the first game I ever watched from him was Florida, week 1 or 2 maybe. And it was Joe Burrow's like breakout year. It was like I think it was the first game. I think it was against Florida. I think that was the first game I watched, and it was like a 3rd and 17, and Joe Burrow's dropping back in the pocket. Dude's all around him. He steps up, sidesteps, makes a fucking dime on the money to Jamar Chase, and that's when I knew that these guys were legit. Both of them. That's when I knew, Joe Burrow's legit, and this Jamar guy's legit. So every LSU game I would just watch, and Jamar is just fucking, he's just dominating the game, straight up fucking dominating the game, like straight like that, no questions asked, dominating the game. I was like, damn, bro. Like this guy's fucking for real. I mean, he's out of LSU. I mean, come on. LSU. Really? Do we really need to go over the track record of LSU? Fucking Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., fucking DJ Chark, and now Justin Jefferson. Give me a fucking break. This Jamar Chase, this dude's a beast. Like, straight up, this dude's a beast. Like, I will not be surprised if people are, in 5 years, be like, oh shit, like, wow, I don't know why we criticize the Bengals for taking this. Now, if Joe Burrow fucking ends his career in 5 years because he's getting hurt all the goddamn time, I would get it. I would understand. But Jamar Chase, dude is an animal. Like, I mean, straight up, dude's an animal. Dude is an animal. I mean, he's tall, explosive, just can run routes, just run great routes. It's explosive, man. That's all I see. It's just a dude that tall, explosive off the fucking line. Just violently attacking the ball. 50-50 balls, give me that. Fucking outrun a corner on a fly, give me that. Short routes, give me that. You have to respect the fucking speed, so you're going to be off, so give me that. Press me, I'm just going to fucking bully you. Like, how do you fucking stop that? So if the Bengals really wanted to make their offense a little more dynamic, Jamar Chase is for sure the pick. And you got that Joey Burrow, Jamar Chase connection once again. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna keep it a stack. I love Jamar Chase. The dude's an animal. He's the only prospect really on this list where I'm like, he's a straight fucking animal. Like, just straight animal. I'm like, all these guys are good, but he's like, personally, me, I've watched him actually play just a few games at LSU because I don't really watch a lot of college, but I've seen him play at LSU and I was like, oh, this dude's an animal. He's just a beast. This dude's a beast. He's like easily for me the best wide receiver prospect I have seen since. It would be a while. Let's see, who were some good ones? Amari Cooper was a good one. Calvin Ridley, DJ Moore were good ones. He's one of the best I've seen. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. He's one of the best I've seen. Maybe there's a prospect I'm missing, and I'm like, oh shit, how did I forget about him? But Jamar Chase, animal. Love to pick. And now we go to the Dolphins at number 6. And this is a little bit of a shocker, actually. I didn't see too many mocks that had them taking the wide receiver out of Alabama, but they took Jalen Waddle, Jalen Waddle, the speedster out of Alabama, the speed guy, dude. I mean, he didn't run his 40 time, but I assume it's 4.3, 4.2 range because I just watch him on film. He's faster than everybody. When you see faster than everybody and you're playing in the SEC, once you see faster than everybody, like that's just, that's just to me like 4.4 minimum, 4.3, 4.2 range. Anyway, Jalen Waddle, I seen him make a couple plays. He's just fast. Like he's just faster than everybody, and it seems like he can actually he can run the route tree pretty decently. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's like the best route runner, but when you're that fucking fast, you don't need to be the best route runner. You simply don't, because you can just outrun guys. You outrun them. Jalen Waddle to the Dolphins. Get Tua some help. Get Tua some weapons. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it'd be something solid, It'd be something solid to see Jalen Waddle at the next level. And it's also funny that they took Jalen Waddle because Devontae Smith. It was a debate between Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith who would go first. And, NFL seemed to like Waddle more. Maybe because of the size concerns for Smith. Maybe because, I don't know. Devontae Smith, I guess he's on the back burner for Jalen Waddle. But we can see. We can watch their careers develop. They have Alabama quarterbacks throwing them the ball, Jalen Hurts with Devontae Smith, and Tua Tagovailoa with Jalen Waddle. They got Alabama quarterbacks, so there's no excuses, I guess. No excuses. You both got Alabama quarterbacks. What the fuck? What do you need? What do you fucking need? Anyways, let's go to number 7. Penei Sewell to the Lions. And I saw the draft, and when I saw them hyped up, pumping their fists, Motor City Dan Campbell pumping their fucking fists, just giving high fivers, slapping everybody. Once I saw that shit, I was like, They took somebody like it was, to me, it was either Justin Fields or Penei Sewell at that point, because those were the only picks that seemed like value at that point. That's were quote unquote slipping. Penei was mocked at 5. Justin Fields was mocked at the 4 to 6 range. But they both slipped. And we're pick 7. The Lions locked it in with Penei Sewell, the tackle out of Oregon, generational talent. I'm not gonna lie, I love the pick. I mean, come on, Penei Sewell. Come on, dude. The dude is athletic. He's pretty good at football from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? And the Lions, they now have a very solid line, a very formidable line. They're building over there in Detroit, because they lost they lost, quote unquote, lost the offseason in terms of losing their franchise QB and losing both of their receivers. Yeah, Kenny G's gone and Marvin Jones is gone. Both of them gone. So they took a step back, for sure. They took a step back, but it seems like they're going in the right direction. Building a line. I don't think you really can go wrong with taking a lineman. Just take a lineman early, even if you fucking whiff. Just take more. If you have 5 starting linemen, you can take more. How do you win games? You win in the trenches, in my opinion. And the trenches, you gotta invest in the trenches, man. Gotta invest heavy. So, Penei Sewell, the Lions. I love the pick. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love it. Penei Sewell. I'm hoping he does pretty good things in Detroit. Detroit is known to burn a few guys, but I think Penei will be fine. I think he'd be okay. He'd be all right. Penei will be all right. Now we got the Panthers. At number 8 overall, Carolina Panthers took J.C. Horn. A lot of people had this guy as a cornerback 1. A lot of people had this guy as the best cornerback. I'm pretty sure, a lot of people were like, he's better than Pat Surtain. So I mean, I saw him. I was pretty impressed. I was like, oh yeah, he looks pretty solid. Was it South Carolina? Cornerback out of South Carolina. He looked pretty solid, man. Looked pretty solid on what I saw. Very aggressive, very feisty with his hands. Very up close and personal. You know what I'm saying? Very up close and personal. He's one of those receivers that want to take. He's that guy that wants to take your lunch money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk to school and somebody's like, "Give me your lunch money," and you're like, "What the fuck? I only seen this in the movies. Is this guy really want to take my fucking lunch money?" That would be JC Horn. He's like, "Give me your fucking lunch money. Just give it to me." he's one of those motherfuckers. So I'm just playing. JC Horn. It was interesting because a lot of people had Rashawn Slater going to the Panthers or them taking a quarterback because they were saying we're taking a quarterback if one falls or we're looking. That's all they fucking said. They said we're looking. What the fuck that means? We're looking. I mean, every fucking team is looking for a quarterback. I mean, Jesus, but whatever. I don't know. J.C. Horn of the Panthers. It was a pretty interesting pick. Very, very interesting pick. You know what I'm saying? There was not a lot of mocks that had been taking J.C. Horn, and not a lot of people had J.C. Horn as the first cornerback off the board, at least this early. If J.C. Horn were to go first, it'd probably been like in the 10-11 range. That's kind of the consensus. So they're building a defense over there, man. Matt Rule, it just seems like he's just building a defense, and I fucking love it. They got the Derek Brown pick from last year. Jeremy Chin, I believe, was a pick last year as well. Brian Burns is a very fucking good player. And it just seems like the Kuechly reign, as soon as the Kuechly reign was over, there was no missteps. It was like, we're fucking going right back at it to the well. And, a few years, I wouldn't be surprised they were top 5 defense. A few years. So. J.C. Horn, solid fucking pick. Solid fucking pick. Number 9 is where it gets very, 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 very fucking interesting. It gets very, very fucking interesting at number 9 because the Broncos took Patrick Surtain II out of Alabama. All hell, bro. I'm not going to lie. When I saw this pick, it was one of those all hell broke loose picks. I think it affected the draft way more than people may be giving it credit for. And I know people are giving credit, but I think this pick literally altered franchises for the next few years. Why? I'll fucking explain. So the Broncos take Pat Surtain, which is very unexpected because they already have a very good cornerback group, I think they just paid Bradley Roby or just got Bradley Roby. They got some guys there, I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, let me look at the fuck do they have. What the fuck they have in the Broncos? Broncos. Let's see what they got. They got some guys from what I heard. They got some really good fucking guys. At least a cornerback. They were stacked at cornerback from what I heard. Kyle Fuller. They have Ronald Darby. They just paid Bryce Callahan. Right. Bryce Callahan. Got safety Justin Simmons, the fucking stud. I mean, I don't know. It was a very unexpected pick, you know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I think it's altering, not necessarily for the Broncos, maybe they could have gone another player, maybe they could have gone with a quarterback. Maybe, there was a couple on the board, but I don't know. They went with the defense, they went with Pat Surtain, but the reason this alters franchise so much is because now Dallas is fucked. I'm pretty sure that was their guy. I would assume that was their guy. I don't fucking know. Maybe not. But that was their fucking guy. So the original order was, I think it was Dallas at 10, and then the Giants at 11 and Eagles at 12, I believe. I believe it was back to back. After getting royally fucking screwed by the Broncos, the Cowboys at 10 were like, well, fuck, you just took our guy. I mean, they were kind of caught with their pants down. They're like, what the fuck did we do? So they traded back immediately with their with the division rivals in the Eagles. And the Eagles at number 10 took Devontae Smith, who I think the fucking Giants wanted. So it was all this fucking bullshit. Because of Pat Surtain, that he, not him personally, but just the Broncos front office was like, okay, let's take another cornerback and just fuck up the whole draft. Let's just screw with everybody. Screw with Dallas. Screw with the Eagles. Screw with the Giants. Just screw everybody fucking over. Just take Pat Surtain. Just unexpectedly, kind of quietly. There was no really anything about them taking Surtain. So when they took him, the Cowboys were like, fuck. All right, let's trade our pick to the Eagles, who then took Devontae Smith, who I think the Giants wanted. Because when it got to the Giants pick, they traded back. So it was like, what the fuck? It was one of those what the fuck? It was one of those what the fuck picks. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like what is this? Pat Surtain to the Broncos. I think this is the only pick in the top 10 I don't necessarily like, just because it just doesn't seem like it just seems like there were other needs for the team. Now maybe he's a franchise cornerback for years, and maybe he's really good. So maybe they got the right pick. Great player. I just don't like the fit. Similar to Kyle Pitts. Love the player, just don't necessarily love the fit. Don't love the fit. So Pat Surtain to the Broncos was interesting, to say the least. It was very interesting. And then Devontae Smith at 10. I love Devontae Smith. I think he's a beast. I don't really give a shit that he's skinny or fucking small. I mean, if you're dominating at the college level, especially in the SEC at Alabama, and people and you just won the Heisman Trophy as a wide receiver, and people are fucking worried about your size, it's like, I can understand being worried, but to write him off because of his size, I think it's just fucking ridiculous. If you can run routes in the NFL, you'll be all right. That's always been my motto. It's like, if you can run routes, you'll be all right. It's all you need to run routes. You don't even need fucking hands. You just need to run routes. I love Devontae Smith. I think he's a beast. I think he's solid. Slim Reaper, to fucking call him. I love that fucking name. Slim fucking Reaper. Love Devontae Smith. Going to Philly, who whiffed last year by not taking Justin Jefferson, unfortunately. So maybe this their get right pick. Maybe this their get back. So maybe they're making some big moves over there in Philly. Maybe they're making some big moves. Maybe they just want to get their guy. I don't know. I think they got it right. I think Devontae Smith was a good pick. So yeah, that was the top 10 NFL draft picks, and I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty entertaining, man. It was a pretty entertaining draft. We'll talk about the 11 through 20. We'll talk about 11 through 20 on the next show. We'll talk about 11 through 20. But that's the NFL, man. That was the draft. Crazy interesting, man. Crazy interesting. All right, let's move over to hoops. Let's move over to the NBA. It's getting a little spicy right now, man. It's getting a little spicy. Just woke up to the notification that the Lakers they're not in the top 6 anymore. I think the Blazers took their spot last night. I think they beat them 106-101. And shit, man, if it's the Lakers, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got LeBron, you got AD, you're coming off a chip, but ooh, man, the road looks tough. That's all I'll say. I'm not saying anything is a foregone, they're fucking out, but the road is tough. And we've seen teams take tough roads and win a championship. It has happened. Pretty sure Hakeem did it in 95. So it happens time and time. That teams take tough roads. Maybe they're not the number 1 seed, or maybe not the number 2 seed, but they still make a very good run at a championship. But man, I don't know, man. They just don't seem healthy. They just don't seem fucking healthy at all. Oof. It's gonna be tough for the Lakers, man. They're in the play-in tournament now, the fucking play-in tournament, which I don't necessarily like. I just don't. I think it just. I think that it not ruins, but it just makes the regular season a little irrelevant. It's like, okay, you get more basketball and makes it entertaining, but like, what was the point of making the 7 or 8 seed, the 9 or 10 seed can just fucking sweep you out? I guess it's like a wild card similar to football, but I don't know. I don't really. But anyways, they're in the fucking play-in. They're in there, and they got some work to do, man. To say the least. Can they do it? I mean, I'm obviously not going to bet against LeBron, but shit, man, they got some work, man. I don't know if they just don't seem healthy. I mean, Schroeder's out, Dennis Schroeder's out. Anthony Davis is kind of nagging along, even though he's been balling recently, but it seems like he's been dealing with nagging injuries. And LeBron has been playing, so the playoffs are very soon, man. Like in 2 weeks or some shit. So Lakers, man. Gotta I don't know, man, gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up. But it seems like the season's kind of coming to the end, and the awards can start getting handed out pretty soon. And I just wanted to talk about the MVP discussion real quick because there's people out there saying, I don't know. I just hear that Chris Paul should be the MVP or, is the MVP. And I'm like, no, because Jokic is. Why? Dude's been consistent all year. Dude's been balling even without Jamal Murray, their starting point guard. Went out with a torn ACL. Jokic is still balling. I think I said a few years ago that if Jokic was more selfish, he could easily win MVP. And here we are in 2021. He's being a little bit more selfish. They're still winning games. He's still playing efficient basketball. He's the MVP. We got Embiid there too, who's been balling in Philly. And you got Chris Paul, who's been fucking killing it in Phoenix. All been killing it, straight up. But I'm a Jokic. I like Jokic. I'm a Jokic fan, So, no, I think Jokic is the MVP straight up. I don't really think there's a huge discussion about it. He's deserved it. I think he's deserved it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's deserved it. Oh, now we'll get to the, since the playoffs are coming around, we'll talk about some contenders. Who's the contenders? Who's the pretenders? What are we working with there? What are we fucking working with? So we got, let's see here. So we got the top 3 teams in the West. I'll name top 4. I'll name the top 4. Jazz, Suns, Nuggets, and the Clippers, really, were top of the top. And, on the East side, you have the 76ers, Nets, and Bucks. I don't know, man. I mean, I hear those teams, and I'm like, all those teams have, issues of their own. Jazz are a very solid unit, but, Mitchell's been missing time. So it's Donovan Mitchell has been, he's been missing some time. So it's like, I don't know. The Suns are a very good team, very fucking solid team. You just haven't seen a lot of playoff basketball from them. There's Chris Paul, and then there's just a bunch of young guys, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they got any more vets? I think it's just Chris Paul, really. And the Nuggets lost their starting point guard. They don't have no Jamal Murray. And the team was a little incomplete without him. He's a really fucking good player in the playoffs. So losing him is huge, man. Who's going to step up when it's 93-94 and there's 4 minutes left and you need 3 straight buckets? Who the fuck are you going to call? I mean, Jokic probably could do it, but I don't think he's, necessarily been the number one for that role. It's usually Jamal Murray, the point guard. So that's a tough blow. And the Clippers, man, they're one of those I believe in when I see it teams, because last year, I was a believer and I got fucked. I got fucked last year because I was a believer in the Clippers, because I just believed that Kawhi and PG could get it done. They couldn't even fucking win a 3-1 lead, So it's tough. It's tough after that for people to support you, unless you're just a straight fan of the team. I still support them. I still love Kawhi. I still love PG. But I'm not gonna crown them as the champions. I gotta see it, man. They look better this year, but I gotta see it. It's tough. It's tough for me to bet on them this year. And then on the East, you got 76ers who look really, really, really fucking good. But how is that going to translate into the playoffs? It's same thing with the Bucks too. Same thing with the Bucks. It's like they look good in the regular season because lanes are more open. The game is a little bit faster. More there's more fast breaks. But how is that going to translate when the game slows down? In specific, Ben Simmons for the 76ers and Giannis for the Bucks. They're more faster paced players. When the game slows down and they kind of have to go into their bag for the handle or go into the bag for get winning one-on-one matchups, it can get tough. It can get tough for those guys. And play in 3 straight playoffs, it's kind of been the same story with both those guys. And it's like they're good players, but they're holding the team back, but they're the reason they're there. So it's weird. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird with the 76ers and the Bucks, man. They're really fucking good teams. It's just they're some of their best players seem to hold them back a little bit in the playoffs. So I want to see how that works out. They don't. Giannis at least shoots the fucking ball. Ben Simmons doesn't even shoot that shit. But we'll see how it goes. See how it goes, man. And then the Nets, who's everybody's, the God Squad, the fucking Justice League, Avengers, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and fucking James Harden just sitting there licking his chops to get back on the fucking court just so we can dominate everybody. They're good. Really good, obviously. I mean, they had fucking Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I hope it'll be good. But they haven't played a lot of games together. They played 8 games? I mean, maybe it's just one of those situations where the talent level just work itself out. But it's like, usually you get a season to do that. These guys have played, 8, 9 games, all 3 together? And then even the duo, Kevin Durant and Kyrie have been playing a lot recently, but I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. It's just, it's tough to. I mean, they can make a run. It's for sure they can make a run. It's just tough to see with number one, the defense is not that good, and number 2, they haven't played a lot of games together. So I don't really know. Contenders, I don't really know. It'd be interesting. I guess that makes it interesting. You know what I'm saying? That makes it fun to watch when you don't really know who's gonna go far. It makes it fucking interesting. So that was the NBA. Really, all I want to talk about for the NBA, and I'll close out with the you got a UFC main card tonight. We got Michelle Waterson versus Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be Dillashaw versus somebody, but I think Dillashaw pulled out, so they had to kind of scramble. UFC kind of had to scramble for this, and honest to God, I haven't seen either of them fight. I've seen Michelle Waterson. She looks fucking good, so I hope she wins. She looks good. Check. She does karate. Check. I mean, what more do you fucking need? What more do you fucking need? I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out. It's gonna be late here for me for the UK, but I might check out the card just to see. I've never actually seen Michelle Waterson actually fight. I'm more of a newer UFC fan, so I've never actually seen her fight. But what do they call her? The Karate Hottie? I mean, she's earned that fucking nickname. I will give you that. She has earned that shit. She looks good, man. She looks good. I think she's favored to win, but I don't know, man. I don't know either of these fighters, so I can't really give my opinion other than Waterson looks good. She's attractive. That's all I can fucking give you. So, attractive girl. Put the money on her. I don't fucking know. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't know. But that's all I'm going to talk about in the UFC. And that's all I really want to talk about today. That's all we got. I'll look to talk about the next 10 picks, the next show, and cover some more things. Whatever fucking pops out, whatever catches my eye. So, yeah, man, it's been a good episode. This has been the Unbiased Sports Fan, and we are signing out today, man. We're signing out.